A brand new bivvy from a fairly new company in the game known as DJS Tackle. The company's ethos is to produce top-of-the-range quality at an affordable price. Here with Dave to have a look at the new bivvy.
Hello, Joe.
How you doing, Dave? Right?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good, good. Right, so name of it?
It's a Z1 MKII.
Yep.
It's obviously second in our design of a bivvy. The previous bivvies wasn't using this fantastic material. It's 20,000mm hydrostatic head, which basically means it's probably twice as good as the best bivvies out there.
Really?
They generally peak at about 10,000.
Wow.
So this is 20,000, and it's breathable.
Which is obviously very important, isn't it? You know.
Yes, yeah.
Last thing you want is sitting there with drips on you.
Yeah, that's right. Not only that, it's the tapes, sealed seams. So I wanted a bivvy that can be so useful without being over useful. You know, you can add too many bits and pieces to it and it becomes not very usable. That's it, really. I just wanted to come up with a top-of-the-range bivvy at a good price.
All in one, all year round.
Yeah.
Well, I can see, you know, looking at it straight away, you mentioned the material. You can tell it's, you know, quality material, but also there's a lot of attention to detail, isn't there? Do you want to just run us through some of the features?
Well, yeah, I'll say the first bit would be the spod rod holder. We put the old Velcro in, which you find on a lot of bivvies now. They slowly make things a bit better, don't they? And just add little bits. So we've got one there, one this side. We also have these on the winter skin.
Yep.
That comes with the rod holders as well. So
brilliant. Always handy, those little bits.
Yeah. Basically, we're using D-rings for the peg points, and it's a multi-positional. But the D-rings were found. If we take this off, this would sort of follow around, where some of the standard rings would be the V. Yep. And what you'd get is it would be a bit more like that, where if you're using D-rings, it puts a correct amount of tension to the bivvy. Right, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, mate. Obviously, we've logoed up with the zippers. It's got brilliant quick-release zips on there.
Plenty of room inside by the looks of that. Oh, you can tell, yeah, it's a good quality zip. Yep.
And what else we've done, in the inside, if you actually wanted to have like a letterbox lookout, so you can have it all zipped up, but you can actually...
Always have it like that in the winter.
Yeah.
End up with a cooker on.
And it's Velcroed to the top, so you can have it... So it's got... So if that was done up, the wind can't get into you. We thought of everything, really.
Plenty of space inside there. I see you've got the two vents at the back as well.
Yes, it's got two vents, which I'll undo those in a minute. But we have found that it's a bit bigger than a one-man. It's a 1.5 man.
I think a lot of people like a little bit of extra space anyway, don't they? We all
with the
carry
bigger
too many
chairs,
bags.
Yes, yeah, with the bigger chairs that are coming on the market, it is ample room for fishing in Europe or week fishing or weekend fishing. It's just comfortable.
So this is it with the front off, as most people would have it in the summer and through the warmer months. Nice view there. Yeah,
so the whole front can zip off, as you can see, and it's left with the ground sheet. Now you can either have the ground sheet in like it is, or you can take the actually ground sheet off. It's not the ground sheet holding the bivvy together, it's
two separate things.
Yeah, so basically we've introduced clips, which is we found far better than Velcro, where if you're on a lake and it's muddy, and over time the Velcro gets filled up with mud and they just don't work, they fail. It
becomes useless, yeah.
So we've introduced clips, and on extreme cases, say your bivvy does lift up, the pegs go flying out, the bivvy will get hold together with basically the clips. It helps it sort of not
right, yeah, it gives it a bit of extra strength. So you've got the weight of your bed chair and your bags and everything is just going to help keep it down.
Yeah. And always on our bivvies, the front we'll have our logo at the front, so you know it's easy to set out, and our logo is always at the front of the ground sheet.
Super. And this peak here, is that something that comes on and off then?
Yeah, that peak can come off. It's quite simple to do. Well, I'll show you, I think.
I'll take it, I undo this here.
Yeah, undo that, yeah. And there's another one the other side.
Cool. I see what you mean, it really is a real versatile bivvy, isn't it? You know?
Yeah. And there it is, all completely off, and you can actually fold the bivvy away without the peak. So if you didn't want the peak or the front panel on, you can fold it away, or you can have as much of it on as possible.
Brilliant. Well, here we go, something that no modern bivvy should be without. 2
independent rear vents. Basically lets a hell of a lot of airflow through on a hot day. You could be in there on a really hot day and it'd be cooler than actually being out in the sun.
And the other thing is, you know, them real sticky summer mornings when it's sort of quite damp and that, it just lets it through, doesn't it?
That's it, yeah. And sometimes you want another view, don't you? You just want to sort of lay in your bed and look out a different view. So
they just roll up and...
Yeah, they roll up. We've used Velcro all the way round, so you're not going to get a draft through. I think you find on some models there'll be a bit of Velcro here and there, but this we have actually used it all the way round.
Good thinking. The other thing it does is it actually brightens up your bivvy as well, doesn't it?
Yeah,
you know, sometimes it can be a bit dull and dark inside. And...
Yeah, that's right. So they just clip back. So you can have the one open, or the 2 open, or the other one open, not this one. Good selling point, that.
Right, so I noticed the old poles there. What are they actually made out of?
Aero-Tekk aluminium. Basically very light, very strong, and there's elastic going all the way through, and rubber grommets so it won't fray the elastic.
Good thinking.
Here's another option, Joe, View-Tek. It's a rubberised material that just zips on the front, stop the mozzis getting at you at night, and lovely airflow.
And I suppose it's the light thing again as well,
isn't it?
Yeah,
it's light, and this comes free with it. And another thing I've got to show you is the winter skin.
Brilliant. Well, it's winter, so we'll crack it on, shall we?
Okay, yes.
Well, I see what you mean, David. That winter skin makes it huge.
Yeah, it does make a hell of a difference. It's you can put 2 beds in there, so it makes it a 2-man. One that side and one this side, and you can have a bivvy table each side of your bed. So there's plenty of room in there, and it's made of the same material, H2O lock.
Brilliant.
It is worth buying this, I reckon, if you're going to buy a Z1 bivvy. It gives you more scope.
Well, you've got absolutely everything you can need there for any type of bivvy, haven't you? You know, if you just wanted to pop out for a day session, you could just take the light shell on its own, and then you know, all the other bits and pieces right up to a winter skin. So yeah, well impressed, mate. It is a full-on bivvy, that one. So what we're talking price-wise, I know you said they were exceptional value. Yeah,
they are good. I mean, you'd probably be surprised. With the whole package with the winter skin, and you come with the 2 infill panels, is £375.
For the whole thing?
For the whole thing.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. And if you just wanted to buy the bivvy on its own, it's £275.
And what does that come with?
That still comes with the 2 infill panels,
but
you minus the winter skin.
And your pegs and your...
It comes with the pegs,
support bars and
heavy
everything
duty
else.
ground sheet, bars for the peak, everything, absolutely everything.
Brilliant. Well, I'm sure there'll be plenty of people out there wanting to know a bit more about them. So where can they get them from?
They come direct. That is the only place you can buy one of these Z1 bivvies is direct from us. It's djstackle.co.uk.